Now, to Hong Kong, where this weekend it marked 1 year since the first clashes between police and protesters. You'll remember back then it was about the extradition bill, which has since been withdrawn. Now, protesters are fighting against the national security law. Only a few years ago, expats made up almost 10% of the city's population. But after the height of last year's protests, applications for employment visas, they dropped 7% in August from a year earlier. It's also, according to the consultancy Mercer, the most expensive city to live in as an expat. It's just topped the rankings for the third year in a row. So earlier, I spoke with Ying Hau from the global relocation firm Sirva and asked him how much of that has been a factor in the expat exit out of Hong Kong.
It's probably still a little bit too early to tell, but having said that, for May, we have seen an increase of inquiries for people moving out of Hong Kong of about 35%. However, it kind of coincided with the peak season in our industry, which is May, June, and July, because that's when the school holidays normally kick off, and it's a preferred time for people to relocate. But then also this year we had the global pandemic across the world, and that's probably, for us last year, May, June, July was peak season. But because of the pandemic, that might have caused a shift in the figures this year.
So where are they moving to? Which cities and why?
We've seen a spike in a couple of locations for people to move back to the US, to the UK, to Australia, and to Canada.
Ying Hao there from the global relocation firm Sirva.